Hi, everybody, and welcome to Module 7. I'm excited to get started. It was a pleasure to read through your rough drafts on the community projects that you're working on. They were well put together, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you do your revisions and what you end up with in the end. So let's walk through Module 7 together. Go ahead and click on the Modules button, and that will take you to the module area where you will scroll down and click on the overview under module 7. So once you're there, you're going to see that this week we will be working on doing some revising of the draft. So go ahead and take a look at the feedback that you received from me. Think about the peers that you observed and what they did well, and maybe some things that you'd like to incorporate into your own draft. And then if you wanted to seek out any further information, you should contact our writing mentor or post in the feedback forum to get some additional feedback. So once you have taken a look at the overview for Module 7, you can click on that next button, and that will bring you to the Top Hat materials. Remember, you should complete this before moving on to any other assignments. And go back and make sure that you've already completed all the Top Hat materials for modules 1 through 6. I think some of you are a little bit behind on that, and you still are able to post your work for the Top Hat section of the course. So click on the next button, and you'll see that we come to the proofreading and editing page, which will help us with our revisions as we move forward towards that final draft. And once you're there, you'll see that there is some great information on how to proofread your own work and edit that work. Sometimes it can be difficult for us to see the problems or the things that we would like to work on. So this section provides you with a video and an overview on why we're revising and why editing is also an important step in this process. I think you'll find these videos very helpful. And after you've viewed those, then you can click on the next button. That's going to bring you to our final draft of the community project. You'll see here the assignment overview, and the estimate is that it'll take you 4 to 5 hours to revise, depending on the extent of those revisions. And you can scroll down to see the step-by-step process for how this will take place. Remember that we're writing a letter or a memo, and it must be addressed to somebody that can make this change for your community. Some people missed that in their original submission, so go back and make sure that you have that information there. So step 2, you'll see review project guidelines, and then you can use this as a checklist to make sure that all of these things are included in your final draft. Step 3 is to evaluate your revision process. So after you're completing all the revisions on your draft, you would write a 300 to 500 word self-assessment about the revision process, which I'll take a look at to see what kinds of things you felt needed revising according to the feedback you received, and then just general things that you wanted to improve for yourself that you noticed. A lot of you provided some great information in the self-assessment when you turned in the draft and knew exactly where to take those revisions. Then you'll scroll down to step 4, which is to submit your revised draft. And you can do that by going to Canvas and clicking Start Assignment and uploading the correct file. You can visit the Canvas guide for instructions if you do not recall how to do that. Now, if you scroll down to the submission requirements, you'll see that you'll need that self-assessment I mentioned. You'll be including your multimodal component that you included during the drafting process, particularly if you've made any revisions to the multimodal component. And then, of course, your formal letter or memo final, which will be approximately 1,300 to 1,600 words. Use 6 academic sources and be APA style. And if you scroll down, you'll see some additional resources that you can use to help you in this revising process. And of course, you'll see the rubric in which you'll be graded on for the final submission. Then you'll click the Next button, and this will take you to the Module 7 Experience Feedback section. And this is the same as in the other modules. It gives you an opportunity to tell us what we were doing well and what needs to be improved in the course for Module 7 so that we can apply it to our next term. I hope you have some fun revising the project, and I can't wait to take a look at the final product, and I hope you have a great week.